Hey folks, I'll be back at you. Got another story for you. The lake was called Mirror for a reason. On calm nights, it reflected the sky so perfectly you could swear the stars were swimming beneath your boat. Locals said if you stared too long, you'd start seeing things that weren't there. Faces, hands, shapes that didn't belong in water. I never bought that crap. I just wanted stripers. It was late September, moon full and fat, hanging low enough to touch the tree line. No wind, no bugs, just the dead quiet water and the soft creak of my aluminum skiff as I pushed off from the public ramp at 2 a.m. I motored slow, killed the engine halfway across, let the boat drift into the middle channel where the drop off hit 30 feet, dropped a live shad on a Carolina rig, clicked the bail shut, and leaned back against the transom with a cigarette I shouldn't have lit. The first hour was boring. Second hour, the moon got brighter, turning the whole lake silver. I could see my own reflection clear as day. Me, the rod, the boat, everything doubled underneath like there was another world staring back up. Around 3:30, the bobber twitched once, then nothing, then again, sharp, deliberate, not a nibble, a pull. I set the hook hard. The fish didn't fight like a striper. It didn't run, didn't dive, it just held, heavy, steady, like I'd hooked the bottom itself. I reeled slow, feeling the dead weight come up inch by inch. The lines sang against the guides, tight as a piano wire. When it finally broke the surface, maybe 20 yards out, I almost dropped the rod. It wasn't a fish, it was a hand, a human hand, pale and pruned, fingers curled around my hook like it had been waiting for me. No arm attached, just a hand, severed clean at the wrist, floating there in the moonlight, water streaming off the fingertips. I froze, the cigarette fell from my lips and hissed out on the wet deck. The hand didn't sink, it just bobbed, palm up now, like it was offering something back. The hook was still in the meat of the thumb, line leading straight to my rod. I reached for the pliers to cut it loose, anything to get that thing off my line. When the water around it rippled, not wind, not current, something underneath was moving. The ripples spread fast, concentric, then broke. A second hand rose beside the first, then a third, then more, dozens, pale and bloated, breaking the surface like lilies coming up after rain. They didn't splash, they just emerged, slow and silent, fingers flexing open and closed like they were testing the air. My boat started to rock, not from waves, from below. Something big brushing the hull, circling, bumping. The aluminum rang like a bell each time it hit. I dropped the rod. It clattered across the deck like still attached to the first hand. The hands began to drift closer, forming a loose ring around the boat. Some still had wedding bands. Some had tattoos, half gone from the water. One had a cheap digital watch, still glowing faintly, 3:47 a.m., frozen. I yanked the pull cord, nothing. Again, nothing. The motor coughed once, wet and useless. Then the water directly under me bulged. A sharp shape rose, huge, dark, No real outline in the moonlight, just a mass that displaced everything. The hands parted for it like courtiers. It didn't have a face, or maybe it did. I don't know. All I saw was the mouth opening wide, black, endless, right beneath the keel. The boat tilted hard starboard. Gear slid. My tackle box hit the water and vanished. I grabbed the gunwale, knuckles white, staring down into that hole of a mouth, and from inside it came a sound. Not a voice, not words, a sigh. Long, wet, tired, like someone who'd been holding their breath for years, finally letting go. The hands reached up, then, not grabbing, not clawing, just resting against the hull. Fingertips tapping lightly, almost politely, asking. The boat settled. The shape below sank back. The hands followed, one by one, slipping under without a ripple. My motor caught on the third pull. I didn't look back. I ran the throttle wide open until the ramp lights appeared. Beached the skiff so hard the prop sheared a pin, and didn't stop walking until I hit the highway. I still have the rod. I never cut the line. Sometimes at night, especially full moon nights, I hear that sigh again. Not from the lake, from inside the closet, from under the bed, from the kitchen sink when the water's running. And sometimes when it's really quiet, I feel cold fingers brush the back of my neck. Just once. Like they're checking if I'm still breathing. Like they're waiting their turn. Hey guys, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you on the next one. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.